Ariana, and today I'm doing a super cool challenge video that I was tagged in. I was tagged by Steven, who is from InReelLife. I'm sure most of you have heard of his channel. If you haven't, definitely be sure to go over there and subscribe and let him know that I sent you. He is so creative. I love his videos. They are so much fun, and I'm a little bit jealous of how good his ideas are. A link to his channel will be in the description, so just click on that and head on over. This is the 41 Broadway challenge. The purpose of this challenge is to fill all 41 Broadway theaters with what shows you would like to see there. Whether it's your favorite shows, shows that you would like to see, shows that you think deserve more recognition, whatever it might be, you get to choose what shows are on Broadway. Let's dive right into the 41 shows that I chose. The Addams Family. If you know anything about me, you knew this was coming. The Addams Family is probably my favorite musical, if not my favorite. That sentence made no sense. I just love The Addams Family so much that I can't even think straight when I'm thinking about it. It is so underappreciated, so funny, so much fun, family friendly, amazing, and it needs to be on Broadway forever. Something Rotten. I love Something Rotten. It's probably one of the only shows I've seen consecutively 2 times in a row because I just couldn't leave the theater. It's so funny, so good, so underappreciated. So if you don't know Something Rotten, please go listen to it on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever music is found. Rent. Rent is just an icon. Need I say more? In the Heights. How could I not say In the Heights? It's just, there are not words. It's so good. You already know it's good. I don't need to sit here and tell you this. Hamilton. Of course that's gonna be on the list. Are we surprised? Waitress. Oh my gosh, I've been so into Waitress lately. The music, the story, the touring cast that I saw, Desi Oakley, what a queen. Ugh. I love Waitress. Come From Away. Come From Away is surprisingly funny, which you would definitely not expect. I know I wasn't expecting it when I saw the touring cast, but it's also so heartwarming, so moving, so genuinely good. Oh, I love it. School of Rock. I saw the touring cast of this. I was blown away. It's so good. Why aren't more people talking about it? That is the true question. Stick It to the Man is my hype up song. Do with that information what you will. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I grew up on Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. We all know, everybody out there by now knows that Dick Van Dyke is my #1 bae. So there you go. I've only ever seen this as the movie. I've never seen it on stage, and I would love to see it on stage. It needs to happen. Mary Poppins, the only show I've ever seen on actual Broadway. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. It's so magical. Mary Poppins is one of my favorite Disney live action movies. It kind of owns me. Mary Poppins Returns also kind of owns me, and so Mary Poppins the musical owns me. The Lion King. The Lion King has run on long as it has on Broadway because it's amazing. It's incredible, and what more is there to say? Beauty and the Beast, a classic, the classicest of classic. Well, maybe not the classicest of classics, but it should be amongst the classicest of classics. Newsies! I love Newsies. I love the energy it brings, and it's just such a fun show. Not sure if this one counts because it hasn't actually been done yet, but it's coming, and it's Hercules. And oh my gosh, Krista Rodriguez, who I always was compared to in my theater days as being like my type. She's playing Meg, and that makes me feel good. I feel like I'm playing Meg. I feel like I accomplished something, and I'm so happy for her, and it's gonna be amazing. Memphis. I saw Memphis for the first time in school. We watched the DVD professional recorded company version, and oh, how I loved it. I've never seen it on stage. I would love to see it on stage. I think it's great. Hairspray. I went through a phase where I was obsessed with Hairspray. That was a good time. It was right around when the movie came out because it was like my High School Musical phase. Saw Zac Efron was gonna be in this other musical, and I was like, okay. Hairspray. Into the Woods. Into the Woods. Into the Woods and Out of the Woods. I love Into the Woods. I went through a phase where I was hardcore obsessed with Into the Woods during the time that I was actually in it, so I had to have Into the Woods on this list. How could you not? Chicago. It's a classic. It's good. I don't know why I said it like that. It's legitimately good. Don't take my tone as any indication. I wish I could have seen Jaime Camille in this show because his talent knows no bounds, and him playing Billy Flynn just would have floored me. That probably would have been the last you've seen of me because I would have just melted into the theater seats. Annie! It's such a classic. I feel like it's such a classic that some people are like, oh, Annie. But it's good. It's a classic because it's good, and the Disney version of it that they did for TV. Oh, I live for that with Kathy Bates. Oh, yes, please. I know a lot of people probably like the original better. I like both. Why not both? Les Mis! Of course Les Mis is on this list. Were you expecting anything less? I also went through a phase where I was deeply obsessed with Les Mis because Nick Jonas was in it at the time I discovered it, and I was a Jonas Brothers girl. So I was living. Wicked! Of course Wicked is on this list. It's another one like Hamilton, like Rent, that's just become an icon. So, of course it's here. Sound of Music! Now back when I said Beauty and the Beast was the classicest of classics, the first thing that went through my mind is no! That's Sound of Music. My grandma always really loved Sound of Music, so like we always watched it as a kid. I feel like I've known the words to every song in Sound of Music since I was like 2, if not younger. My Fair Lady. I know My Fair Lady has its issues, you know what I'm saying. But I grew up loving the DVD. I still have the DVD, so I don't know, I really love it. And I think the revival fixed some of the problems that it had. So if we could continue fixing it but still keep like the music and stuff, that'd be cool. The King and I, this is also one that I grew up with. I grew up on the animated movie version, and I don't know if any of you out there have seen it, but like I miss it and I really wanted to like come to Netflix or something because I loved it as a kid. I had the CD for it. I was obsessed. Where is it? There are clips on YouTube, but that just is not enough. So please, Netflix, if you're out there, put the King and I animated version, not the live one that has problems, but the animated one, which probably also has problems, now that I think about it. Aw. Once on This Island, I am so beyond sad that I did not get to see the revival. Oh, it just breaks me. It breaks my heart. I can't even talk about it. This is such a good show, and I'm glad people appreciate it more now that the revival has happened. Aida. I saw Emmy Raver Lampin, I think that's how you say her name, as Aida, and Mark Evans as Aida. He's currently on Broadway in Waitress with Colleen Ballinger. He's playing Dr. Pottimer. I can never say that name, but it was really good. It was amazing. It was magical. Pippin. I've actually never seen Pippin. Is that crazy? I think it's a little crazy. Corner of the Sky, Magic to Do, 2 songs I loved as a kid. I would love to see this. Anastasia! I also saw the touring cast of this twice because a friend gave us tickets, and that was really cool. It's also just magical. It's so like, it's so nice. It makes you feel nice. I loved the movie as a kid, although I always had to skip the beginning because it scared me so much. Like, not the whole beginning, just the part where Anastasia hits her head. I could not watch that. But yeah, the musical, so good. The Color Purple. Oh my gosh, I saw the touring cast of it recently, and wow, it's wow. Wow is the word to describe it. The cast, it's just the power. Oh, everybody needs to see it, so it needs to be on this list. Next to Normal. This one is just, I've never seen it live. I don't even know if I know the full story. Like, I kind of know behind the scenes stuff because I did it for Musical of the Month, and I know all of the songs, but I don't know what happens in between, really. So it would be really cool to see. Dear Evan Hansen, it's a contemporary favorite, and it's on my list for its music, for its message, for the discussion that it can start. Can I just say the mashup that Ben Platt and Lin-Manuel Miranda did of Story of Tonight and You Will Be Found, it's just, that is a masterpiece. Spring Awakening. The music in Spring Awakening is just so great. And the revival they did recently was just so great. I didn't see it, but from what I've heard, it was so great. And I just think it's like always relevant, I guess. All I want in life is for Worst First Kiss Productions to come back together and do Spring Awakening so that I can see it. I will sell everything I own just to see them do it. Avenue Q. This is on my list because this is the show I would most likely be cast in. So if there was ever hope for me to make it in a show, Avenue Q is it. Shrek. Now can we please put some respect on Shrek's name? I am serious. I know I sound like I'm joking, but I'm deeply serious, ask Elise. Shrek is not a meme. I mean, it's become a meme, but like the movie was groundbreaking at the time, and it's really well done. It's a good movie, guys. And we can joke about it and stuff, but we shouldn't discredit what it did And you guys are probably laughing, but I'm being 100% serious. And the musical, same thing. People are just like, ha, Shrek. But it's a good musical. Who I'd Be is one of my very favorite I Want songs ever. It makes me emotional, and I know it's today. So good. So can we please just put some respect back on Shrek's name, please? Thank you. Goodbye. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. Why don't people talk about this show more? My New Philosophy, Kristen Chenoweth. Oh. It's so good and fun, and we need more of that. Seussical! Everybody has been in Seussical. If you're a theater kid, you've been in Seussical. But it's actually really good, and I feel like I read somewhere that it has like a deeper meaning, and I would love to explore that more. Like, can we revive it and really like amp it up a little bit? That would be cool. SpongeBob the Musical. Something else that I've never seen on stage but would love to see on stage. The touring cast isn't coming near me, so thanks whoever made that decision. Bye Bye Birdie. I mostly have this on my list because I associate it with Dick Van Dyke, who I've already mentioned is my #1 bae. So I felt bad if I didn't have it. West Side Story. I've never seen live on stage. I've seen the original movie, and I am hyped for the new movie with Rachel Zegler. Zegler? Why can't I say it? Zegler? Zegler. I don't know, but she's amazing. She's an icon. I relate to her. I love her, so I'm very hyped. The Last 5 Years, I saw the movie version of it, and I was like, wow, this is really good. The music's really good. I feel like it could be amped up also in a way, like with some sort of revival of it. Like, I feel like there's more that they could do and they could go further. So that would just be really interesting to see. And finally, Little Shop of Horrors, which I just recently saw for the first time in movie form because it has my fave, John Candy. But also that whole movie cast, brilliant. Steve Martin, I love him. So I'm now a fan of that show, and I would love to see it live on stage. I do have 2 honorable mentions if there were 43 theaters. Honk, I don't think ever made it to Broadway. A lot of schools do it. I've been in it twice, and it has such a special place in my heart. It's so adorable. And Wonderland, the music is all I know from that, like the Mad Hatter song and Welcome to Wonderland, and it's good. So I would like to learn more about it and see more of it. So those are the 41 shows I would choose if I was running the 41 Broadway theaters. Feel free to also do this challenge. If you do, definitely be sure to let me know and let Steven know because he created it. I love you all. Stay beautiful, you people. Bye!